Hello and welcome to another Google Ads Q&A video. In this video, I'm going to answer some of the questions which have been sent across. So if you have any questions and you're struggling with anything to do with Google Ads, then please send it across to me through our website. The link is in the description below. So let's get started. So the first question is, how do I duplicate a campaign in Google Ads? It's very straightforward and simple to do. There are two ways to do this. One is through the actual interface and the other one is through the Google Ads editor, which hardly anyone knows about and uses. So that's a free tool by Google which turbocharges your workflow, and without editor I don't think we'll be able to manage our client accounts and our accounts the way we use the workflows and the way we set up our campaign. So editor is absolutely critical to the success of our Google Ads account. So let's go into the interface first of all, show you the easy way. I guess both of them are pretty easy to do. So all you do is you go at the campaign level, you check the box whichever campaign you want to copy. Then you go to copy and paste. Now this takes a few seconds, depends on how fast or slow the Google servers are, and you can either pause it or adjust start end dates. I'm just going to leave it the way it is and paste it. So if it's a very big campaign, you may find that this takes ages. Well, when I say ages, it may be 3-4 minutes or so, and then you can carry on working going forward. But what this does is, when you are copying quite a big campaign with lots of ad groups, keywords and ads, then this may take a few minutes. So you might as well go grab a cup of tea or coffee and then come back. And as you can see now, this is my test account. It is taking quite a while to upload and copy paste. So what we'll do is, instead of just hanging around waiting over here, we'll hop on to the editor and you'll see how fast it is. In fact, it is lightning fast. So here we are in the Google Ads editor. This is a free tool by Google Ads and you can download it for free either for a Mac or a PC and get started. So all I would do over here is go to my campaign, copy, and I'm going to paste it. And you'll see how quick this is, and it's done. So I've got two campaigns over here. I'll just rename this, and then if it is exactly the same campaign and with minor adjustments, I can make the adjustments over here and then post it to Google Ads. And that is going to upload to the Google server. That's how quick and easy this is. So I would highly recommend you try and learn Google Ads editor, because this is going to turbocharge your workflow. Let's go back over here and you can see that that one has copied and pasted a new campaign. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. How to set up Google Ads responsive search ads. So responsive search ads are now the new default in Google Ads. You can set up expanded text ads as well, but when you try and create a new ad, you will find that Google takes you straight to the responsive search ads. So you go into your campaign and then you go to your ads and extensions like you would do, click on the plus sign, and then you can see that you got the responsive search ad over here. You click on that, select your ad group, and now you can start writing your responsive search ad. The thing to note over here is that this is quite important, this ad strength. If it is not good or above, good or excellent, then I would say that you start rewriting your the headlines and the description lines, and then you will see that the ad strength is going from poor to average to good to excellent. And this is also an indication as to how you are writing. So as long as you get all these green check marks or tick marks for headlines, include popular keywords in your headlines, make your headlines more unique, and make your descriptions more unique. What you don't want to do is to stuff each and every headline with keywords. You need to do things differently, and also don't make all the headlines the full length or the character width of the allowed characters, because you want to test some with longer headlines and some with shorter headlines. But over here I've just gone with not very long and not very short, so in between, so between 18 characters out of 30 there, 20, 24. So I've given a variety of headlines over here for Google to use. And what you want to do is to make sure that if headline 1 is used along with headline 4 and headline 10, it should make sense. So you need to write it in a way so the headline and the message flows nicely and not stop starts, which doesn't make any sense in the ad when an ad pops up like this over here. So this is your responsive search ad. And if you want to switch back to the expanded text ad, you just click back like I did, and then you got your 3 headlines and 2 description lines. So that's how you set up a responsive search ad. What 2 types of remarketing can be used on Google display ads? Okay, so remarketing can be done on display as well as video ads as well. So the first audience I would target is the website visitors, those people who have been to your website, not converted, and you can follow them up with your ads. Or you can also follow visitors who have converted but have not taken up on an upsell. Or you might have a webinar, let's say, where you opt in, but then the call to action or the main call to action is to book an appointment in the calendar. So if they haven't done that, you can follow them with ads to book the appointment, and that should be the call to action, and it should then take them to a different page or to the calendar booking page where you want them to book the appointment. The other one is video viewers. For us, it is one of the biggest audience where we can leverage the power of video and YouTube. So what that means is, let's say you upload videos onto your website or onto YouTube regularly. So anyone who has viewed any of your videos, you can remarket to them with display ads as well as your video ads. Anyone who has viewed any of your video as an ad can also be remarketed to as well. So it's kind of like putting fuel on the fire, and use the power of YouTube to get yourself in front of your targeted audience at scale, and you will find that your branding and the brand awareness goes through the roof. So I would highly recommend that if you haven't started video marketing or uploading videos to YouTube, you should do that as of today. The third way to remarket is through the RLSA, which is the remarketing list for search ads. So that is remarketing on the Google page. Someone searches for a keyword, they see your ad, they click on it, they go through to your website, and then they go back to Google and start searching for that keyword again. Your ad can potentially show up. So that is also a very powerful way to remarket to your targeted audience. How do I promote YouTube videos with Google Ads? Good question. Now, a lot of people get confused with video ads or YouTube ads and Google ads. They're the same. You can only run video ads on YouTube through Google ads. Google owns YouTube, and running ads on YouTube has to be done through Google ads. So the first thing you want to do is to have a video, upload to your YouTube channel, link your YouTube channel to Google ads, go into Google ads and start setting up your video campaign. So this is how we do this. We go into our account, and then you go all campaigns. At the campaign level, click on the plus button, new campaign. Whatever your goal is, be it sales, leads, website traffic, you select, and then you select video over here. Now you are going to get the option to set up your video campaign. I'm not going to go through all of this, but what will happen is at the ad level over here where it says create your ad, so you need to obviously set up all these campaign name, bids, budgets, networks, etc., location, all of these. Once you've done all of these and the targeting as to who you wish to target, how you wish to target, then you go to your YouTube account, copy. Let me quickly do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go copy. I'm just picking up a random video from my channel, paste it, and then you will see that that video pops up. That's how the ad is going to look. You put in your final URL, the call to action, headline, long headline. So headline is up to 15 characters, long headline up to 90 characters, and the description, which is up to 70 characters. I would also highly recommend that you upload an image which is 300 by 60 pixels wide. So something like this is nice and simple, because they show up on the right hand side on the desktop. So your video is coming up before or during someone else's video. You have the call to action over here with your logo name, and the skip ad button is there. The headline will pop up over there as well. So if I say learn more, you can see that that button call to action has changed, and then it has changed over there as well. So even though somebody has skipped this ad after 5 seconds, that stays on for quite a while. So you are getting free branding. So I would highly recommend you do that. And then you put in your headline, whatever you want. It will show up over here, which is up to only 15 characters long. And put in the long headline, description, and create campaign. Okay, the next question: how do I share an affiliate link in Google Ads? You never do, because that is against the Google terms and policies. You should not and never put in affiliate links. Your account will get suspended and you will have a big problem. So the way to do affiliate marketing is you need to have what we call a bridge page between the ad, your bridge page, and that offer page. So let's say you are promoting an offer for a SaaS product, right? Or a CRM or an email marketing software or something like that. So the way I would do that is, let's say, take for example MailChimp. If they had an affiliate offer, which I'm pretty sure they have, most big companies do have affiliate programs. First of all, you sign up for that, and then you get your link for your affiliate marketing. So what I would do is I would make up either a blog or a landing page and then offer something of value to someone. So when they are searching for MailChimp and your ad pops up, be it text ad, display ads, or video ad, whichever, in that you can say, oh, here are the top tips on how to use MailChimp properly, or how to increase your open rates, how to increase your click-throughs, and so on. So you're giving away content full of information and value. And then in there you can say, click here to open up a free account or a free trial, and then somebody will go through to that page or through that to that company's landing page and sign up, which in this case is MailChimp. And that's how you would go about it. I would also put up full disclosure that this is an affiliate link and you will get compensated for using your link, and you can say that the way I am able to offer free and valuable information is through the use of affiliate marketing. That's how I earn my income. So full disclosure, people like it and they don't have any issues with affiliate links. What I am trying to say to you is, don't try to be sneaky and throw in affiliate links, especially on social media. In the groups and stuff like that, people really do frown upon it. How do I improve Google Ads quality score? Okay, good question. Let's open up a tab and go to support.google.com and let's see what Google Ads quality score is all about. So what this does is it's a diagnostic tool meant to give you a sense of how well your ad quality compares to other advertisers. So it is measured between 1 and 10, 1 being really bad, 10 being excellent for that keyword, and it is only measured at the keyword level. So higher quality score means that your ad and landing page are more relevant and useful for someone searching for your keyword compared to other advertisers. Now, this is important. What you want to do is to don't get obsessed about quality score. And I see and hear a lot that all advertisers think of and try to do is to improve the quality score and not improve the conversions, conversion rates, and cost per conversion. So isn't a key performance indicator and shouldn't be optimized or aggregated with the rest of your data. Google says that over here, so you shouldn't do this. And Google, the quality score isn't an input in the ad auction. It's a diagnostic tool to identify how ads are working. That's it. So don't get obsessed over it. Quite often you will find a low quality score keyword performing really well. I wouldn't change it because I'd rather have that than a higher quality score keyword and not giving me the conversions. So just keep your focus on conversions, conversion rate, and cost per conversion. So this is how it is calculated. It is made up of 3 components. One is the expected CTR or click-through rate. Google is in the business of clicks, right? If your ads are getting clicks, they are making money, and potentially you are making money by driving targeted traffic to your website. Ad relevance. Someone is searching for red apples. You must show them red apples and not green apples or golden apples. So that is what the ad relevance is. You don't want to send them to a category page where you got all sorts of apples. Send them to exactly the same product from your ad. And then the landing page experience. And this is playing a very big and important part in how the quality score is worked out, because Google is recommending an advertiser to someone. They want the end user to have a great experience. Why is Google number one? Is because when we search for something, when we have a pain point and we are looking for that solution to our problem, we pretty much get that exact solution. We don't get something else. irrelevant to us, because if we click on that ad, we're going to go to that landing page and we're thinking, what is this? I'm not looking for this. We're going to bounce off. We will get cheesed off. The advertiser is going to get annoyed because they spend the money, and they probably will stop to advertise on Google, and Google in the long run is going to lose a lot of advertisers and obviously the revenue. So this landing page experience is extremely important. Make sure that your website page load speed is fast. There's clear navigation on the website, not very confusing, and have strong call to actions which can be visible within a matter of seconds, so that people don't need to look around, search around on that page, or where do I go to buy now or sign up or call or whatever that call to action may be. So this is how the quality score is calculated. All right. Next one, what are Google Ads shopping ads? So if you are an e-commerce business, shopping ads, Google Ads shopping ads are one of the best ways to promote your products. So if I go to buy iPhone, let's go buy iPhone 12 or 11 or whatever. Why aren't they showing any ads? Okay, I'll do buy LED. Okay, so very strange that there were no shopping ads popping up on that Google page for buy iPhone, but there it is. So these are the shopping ads which are right at the top, and also you will see a shopping tab at the top, but we're looking over here. These are your text ads, and these are the shopping ads. So shopping ads are really good because it will show the photo of that product. If you hover the mouse, you will get more description or more information. You have the product name or the title, the price, and the business or the seller. So I can see that these are all done by Calco, all of these. And if you go and open this up, you will find lots of advertisers running shopping ads on Google. Now, these Google ads work wonderfully well if your pricing is very competitive, because people are going to look over here and they probably will go for the cheapest price if it's a like-for-like product. Now I can see lots of different makes and models, but if I find one reseller selling for $478 and another one selling for, well, it won't be so much difference, but if it was $450, then I'm more likely to click on this ad. So make sure that your pricing is very good, unless you have a good reason to charge a higher price. Can I create multiple Google Ads account? Yes, you can create as many accounts as you like, but if you are asking this question to run the ads to the same website or to that same landing page, then be very careful, because you will most probably get suspended. And the reason being is, let's go back to Google and I'll explain. Switch this off. So these are the 3 ads at that moment which Google is showing. Sometimes they will show 4 ads, and then there will be some ads at the bottom of the page as well. There you go, right? What you will never see is the same website or advertisers having 2 ads over here. Never. And you may be surprised to hear this, but you will never find that. it will always be different advertisers. So if you've got two accounts and you're running them to the same website, potentially both of them could show up over here, which it won't, but I'm just giving you as an example. So you are violating Google's policies because you are trying to gain an unfair advantage by having multiple ads on Google. If you got different businesses, different websites, then by all means you can have different Google Ads account to keep all the budgets and the locations separate, or you might have different branches in different cities, so you want to keep all their ads and the budgets and the advertising budgets separate, then by all means you can have multiple accounts. But again, I say it again, never run multiple ads to the same website through different accounts. What is the difference between SEO and Google Ads? Google Ads is obviously with paid ads. We run ads. You pay for placing your ads on Google. Well, you don't pay for placing it, but pay for when somebody clicks on it. On Google and its other properties and partners, whereas the SEO is the organic way to get ranked on Google. So let's say if I search for a particular keyword, I'll bring this over here. So I'm just searching for Google Ads dentist, right? So you see the ads at the top. This is where the organic listings are. So it goes, sometimes they show the Google Maps over here and so on. So this, if somebody clicks on here, I don't get any charges, get free traffic. It's not free actually, because we need to do a fair amount of work to rank on Google page 1. It's not easy. Every niche, every vertical or market you go or you are bidding for will have competition. So you need to be doing some content marketing, uploading your blogs regularly. Social proof plays a big part over here as well. And there are lots of other signals which Google will take into account and then rank websites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. This is the organic one. What we also do is we get our videos ranked on Google page 1. And this is something very few companies and businesses are leveraging. Google will show up to 4 different videos on Google page 1. This is free traffic as well. And it's a very powerful way to have multiple links on Google page 1. Now over here, if I had one more blog post, which Google thought is really good and is rankable, I can have multiple SEO rankings over here, but not on the ads. You can't have, you'll only have one ad over here at the top, not multiple, but you can have as many links over here if Google thinks that your website links are better than the competitors, then you will get ranked. So right now over here on this page, I've got 1 as my text link, 3 as my video, and this takes up a huge real estate on Google. And you can see that these are the only links with an actual custom image which has got my headshot on it, or it could have your logo on it. So it's a very powerful way to get ranked on Google, and I would highly recommend that you start with video marketing if you already haven't started yet. Is Google Ad worth it for restaurants? Absolutely 100%. And here's why. With local based businesses, so it could be restaurant, shop, plumber, locksmith, and any service, local service based type business, or a bricks and mortar. You only want to advertise in a 5 to 10 mile radius, unless you are a specialist in something and people are prepared to travel from miles and miles away because there's no one like you. In that case, that's different. But in majority of the cases, you just want to be local. Now, let's say a restaurant would probably advertise around a 5-mile radius around them. So the location is not very big. The population is smaller as well. And there may not be many searches on Google for that kind of restaurant, be it pizza, Turkish, Indian, Chinese, or whatever. So what you want to do is to build up your brand so that the local people know who you are, where you are, and what you do. And the way to build up that brand is through search campaigns, remarketing campaigns, display campaigns, and video. Now with display and video campaigns, that's huge because it is not intent based. It's disrupting somebody's online surfing or searching. If I've gone to YouTube and I'm looking to watch a football video or a golfing video, all of a sudden the restaurant ad pops up. Now I wasn't looking for the restaurant. I'd gone to YouTube to watch my videos, or I've gone to CNN to read the news, and all of a sudden the banner ads pop up for the restaurant offering an happy hour or a special offer or whatever. That way, when these ads keep popping up thousands, tens of thousands of times and millions of times over a period of time, everyone in that local vicinity or local area is going to know of them, would have seen somewhere on the internet, and the brand recognition and the branding would go up. So what that means is people are then more likely to go to Google and search for their brand term. And when you start to get searches made for your brand name, you know that your brand awareness campaigns are working. So I would highly recommend that you start with search ads, display, video, and remarketing. What is a good starting budget for Google Ads? It's a great question. I think this is the most asked question I come across. What should I budget? How much should I budget? You budget how much you are prepared to lose in the first place. If you are new to Google Ads or any kind of advertising, first of all, you need to test as to what's happening and what's not happening. It's not a case of just throwing a campaign up on Google or Facebook, putting in some budget, and then from day one you are going to start to generate leads or sales. If that was so easy, everybody would be doing it and everyone would pretty much be a millionaire. The advertisers who win in this game is those who are prepared to invest in testing. First of all, when you are running a campaign from zero data, we need to buy that data, that intelligence from Google or Google Ads to see whether these keywords are right, the ads has got the right message, the offer on your website or the landing page is converting or not. There are lots of different variables which we need to check off, and slowly you will find that okay, now everything is coming together and the campaign is starting to run, giving us a profitable ROI. There's good news and bad news. The good news is most advertisers give up within a matter of 30 days or less. They feel that they are wasting money, they are throwing money, Google Ads don't work, it's completely wasting their time and money. The good news is the fun and games pretty much starts after 30 to 45 days or so. Once you've done a fair bit of testing, you know that your keywords are correct, the ad creatives or the ads have got the right message, the website is fine, and it is converting. And once all of those are working together, that's when you start to scale. So let's say if you were starting with $1,000 budget per month, and you're starting to get a positive ROI of 3 times. So every time you give 1 to Google, you're getting 3 back. And you know from your numbers that yes, a minimum of 3x ROI or return on investment is profitable for us. Then you start to scale, because you cannot lose. You give 2,000 to Google, you get 6,000 back. You give 5 to Google, you get 10 back. And this is how you do that. So the starting budget is always that you should be prepared and you should be comfortable to lose that amount. If you are feeling uncomfortable of losing a certain amount, then you should lower your starting budget and start your ads with your campaigns with Google Ads. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so, and do hit the bell button as we upload videos on a regular basis, and you'll be one of the first one to be notified when we do upload. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.